So, Anthropic has been putting out a lot of updates recently, and Claude Code specifically has gotten a ton of new updates over the past few weeks. Some of it is practically useful, some of it changes how you actually work day to day with any AI coding tool, and a couple things are completely new for any AI coding tool. So, let me show you what's new in it. Starting with Claude Code Desktop app, which is the biggest addition in app preview directly inside the desktop interface. So if you are building a web app, Claude Code can spin up a local dev server and show you a live preview of the running app right there in the desktop window. So you don't have to open a browser. You don't have to manually explain what you are seeing. Claude is looking at the same thing as you are. It reads the console logs, catches error, and keeps iterating on its own until things look the way they should. What makes this actually useful is that you can also interact with the preview. You can click on a visual elements, leave feedback on it directly, and Claude will adjust based on that. It's not watching a screenshot, it's connected to what's actually running. For front-end work especially, this cuts out a lot of back and forth. So previously you used to have to describe a layout issue or copy paste an error message. Now Claude just see it. On top of the preview, there is now a built-in code review step before you push anything. There is a button in desktop interface called review code, and when you hit that, Claude goes through your local diffs and leaves inline comments, similar to how your team member would review a pull request on GitHub. But it's happening before anything gets pushed. It flags bugs, notes risky changes, and adds suggestions directly in the diff view. The idea is to catch the obvious stuff early so it does not end up in the shared repo and slow down the review process for anyone. Then there is a PR monitoring, which is honestly one of the most useful thing in this update for people doing regular development work. The way it works is you open a pull request and then you can just move on to your next task. Claude stays in the background and watching the CI pipelines for that PR. If something fails, it tries to fix it automatically. And if you enable auto merge, the PR lands as soon as all the checks passes without you having to go back and click anything. So in practice, you are working on something new while Claude is still handling the previous task in the background. That's actually a meaningful shift in how you can structure your time. Session mobility is another new feature and it's a smaller thing but fairly practical. Before this, if you start a Claude Code session in the terminal, that's where it stayed. Now, you can run a / command and move that session into the desktop app. You can also push it to the cloud and pick it back up from the Claude web app or the mobile app. So if you start monitoring at your desk and need to step away, the session just follows you. It's not a reinventing of anything, but it's a kind of quality of life thing that actually matters when you are in the middle of something. Now, shifting to something that's more of a standalone capability, Claude Code Security, and currently it's in limited research preview for enterprise and team customers. Open source maintainers can apply for early access too. The basic pitch is that it can scan your code base for security vulnerabilities and then suggest practical patches for human review. But the way it does that is different from most existing tools. Traditional static analysis is rule-based. It looks for known patterns like exposed credentials or outdated encryption. That is also useful, but it misses things that require actually understanding how your code works across multiple files, how data flows through the application, how components interact. Claude Code Security approaches it differently. It reads the code and reasons about it, more like a security researcher would. It traces data flows, understands business logics, and can catch vulnerabilities that span across different parts of your code bases. The kind of issues that don't show up with a simple pattern match. Things like broken access control, authentication bypass, complex injection flaws, memory corruptions. And every finding it surfaces goes through what Anthropic calls a multi-stage verification step. Basically, Claude reanalyzes its own result before showing them to you, trying to filter out false positives and assign severity and confidence rating. The output shows up in a dashboard where you can review everything, see the suggested patches, and approve or reject it. Nothing gets applied automatically. You are always in control of what actually changes. Anthropic also mentioned that using Claude Opus 4.6, their team found over 500 previously unknown bugs in the production open source code bases during internal testing. The bugs that had apparently been sitting there undetected for years. That's a meaningful data point because it tells you something about the importance of what this kind of AI-assisted scanning can actually find versus what traditional tools catch. Also, the market reacted pretty visibly to this announcement. Cybersecurity stocks dropped noticeably on February 20th. Zscaler, Cloudflare all fell. Investors read this as a signal that AI is moving into a space that has historically required dedicated security product and specialized human team. Whether that plays out exactly the way it's still to be seen, but the reaction tells you how seriously people are taking the capability. Alright, if you look at the design side, Claude Code now has a Figma integration called Code to Canvas, and it went the direction a lot of people did not expect. For years, the pipeline was designed to code. Designer made things in Figma, engineers implemented them. Claude Code to Figma flips that around. You build a UI with Claude Code, and then you can capture the live browser state and push it directly into the Figma as an editable frame. Not a screenshot, not a simple image, an actual editable design. The way it works technically is through Figma's MCP server. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, which is an open standard Anthropic released that lets AI tools connect to external apps. On the Figma side, you enable dev mode MCP server in the desktop app preferences, and then in Claude Code, you run one terminal command to connect them. Once that's set up, the pipeline runs both directions. You can push UI work from Claude Code into Figma, and you can also pull design context from Figma into Claude Code. So, Claude can read your component, style, and layout structure directly. The practical use case is that teams can now evaluate AI-generated interfaces in Figma, which is already where design decision happens. You can lay out multiple versions side by side, annotate them, compare options, and align before committing to anything. It's filling a gap that existed where prototype builds with AI tools had no clean way to get back into the collaborative design workflow. On the infrastructure side, there is also a Git worktree support now in Claude Code CLI. Worktree lets multiple AI agents run in parallel on separate branches without interfering with each other. The desktop app already had something like this. Each session gets its own isolated copy of the project, and now that capability is coming to the CLI as well. If you are running sub-agents on different tasks simultaneously, they each get their own workspace, which makes parallel workflow much less likely to cause conflicts. For teams doing heavier automation with multiple agents running at the same time, this is pretty important foundation. And then going back to the broader MCP ecosystem, Anthropic has been building out integration with a range of tools beyond Figma, Slack, Asana, Box, and there are so many. All of these are now accessible inside Claude through what they are calling MCP apps. The idea is that you can interact with content from these services inside the Claude interface rather than switching between tabs or tools. You can update a project timeline in Asana, draft a Slack message, pull files from Box, all while staying in one place. These are live, interactive elements, not just text outputs. If you generate a chart, it appears inside Claude and you can adjust it there. So when you zoom out and look all this together, the pattern is pretty clear. Anthropic is building Claude Code into something that covers more and more of the actual development workflows. Not just write code, but preview it, monitor it, scan for issues, collaborate with design teams, and manage sessions across devices. Each of these features on its own is useful. Together, they are starting to look like a fairly complete picture of what AI-assisted development might actually look like going forward. Alright, so that's it from the video and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.